This is Kathleen, my sister, and I'm Amy, and we're doing this video together to talk about clearing. We've done one already, and this is our second one.
So in the first video, we talk about the idea of clearing, of what it is. In this second one, I just wanted to introduce some of the ways that we can recognize things that we might be able to clear or change. So the first place that we look for these things is out of our own mouth. Those are the places where I started to recognize them in myself most readily. So, for example, something that you might say would be, I'm not creative. And that would be an indicator that you have a belief that you are not creative. And that would be something you could change in a clearing. Um, Other examples of these are of this type of belief. Uh, these are beliefs that you have basically about yourself. So it could be, I'm just not the athletic type. I'm really bad with money. No one ever comes to my parties. I just don't get math. And all of these that I've said so far are ones that I've heard people say, and that, or that I have cleared myself. I always get nervous when I get in front of people. I'm afraid of heights or dogs or water or horses or people or whatever it is. Anything you're afraid of, you'll say, oh, I'm afraid of that, or I can't do that. I just can't shake this cold. I'm always sick, or I always get sick this time of year.
That's one I've said.
Yeah.
I always get sick this time of year.
And those are beliefs that we carry, and we'll say them, but we don't consider that these are things that we could change. We consider that these are things that are just who we are, and so we just accept them. And this is what I learned about clearing, is that clearing has the ability to go into the subconscious mind and your beliefs and to change them. So right now we're just going to talk a little bit about some of the things that we say, so you can start recognizing what you say that are beliefs that can be changed. Okay, so for instance, I never get ahead. I never win anything. Somebody up there doesn't like me. Life is out to get me. Somebody's trying to stop me. Or I give up. Or it'll never work. Or I don't think I can. Or nobody cares. Or I don't dance. Or I don't dare do that. Those are all things that we say that represent the beliefs we have in our subconscious mind. And these are all things that through a clearing we can change, not just what we say to ourselves, but actually how we feel and then what we can do. For instance, changing the belief that you are afraid of heights and then being able to go to a height without any trouble. That's one that I cleared in myself. Okay, and then the other thing that you might experience, that something that you'd want to change, that's an automatic response, is just a feeling, and it doesn't necessarily come with words. It could be a feeling of loneliness or sadness or despair or heartache or even just heaviness or regret, loss, panic, fear, worry, being upset, being confused. All of these are feelings that can come upon us because we just, there might have been a trigger. And so how the brain works is when you've had a traumatic experience or your ancestors have had a traumatic experience, then they had an emotional response to that. And that will get passed on to the children unless it is cleared. And so we're learning now how to clear those things so they don't get passed on to the next generation, and so that you don't feel them anymore in that triggered response.
That's very good. The thing that I most, you see how my words are stopped right there?
Mhm.
I have a belief that when I have very many thoughts in my mind, then nothing comes out. The first one that wants to come out is the one about worry. I always worry that my words will not be what is supposed to be there.
Mhm.
And so this is one that I'd like to clear today. And
Okay.
we'll do that in a next time.
Okay, so she just expressed one of her beliefs and one of the things that she struggles with, and it might seem small to somebody else, but to her it's significant and important. And these are the kinds of things that we can clear simply by recognizing them and then going back to that place. So that's what we're going to